And so we hear a knock on the door, and it's like, and I'm like, what? It wasn't like glass knocking, but it was obviously like a really hard knock, and it was like, and I'm like, what is going on? Who is at the door? And so nobody was gonna open the door because we're thinking like, obviously somebody's gonna come in here shit up, like, because obviously they're on a lockdown slash emergency lockdown. You're not allowed to open the door at all. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new or just returning, I go by Kiki. And in today's video, I'm doing something different, like in a different location, because I wanted to try this out. I just thought maybe do my story times out here since it's more relaxing, it's cooling. I'm actually sitting in this rocking chair. It's supposed to be actually attached to this piece, but because it's not attached to the piece, it's like you won't get the chill type of vibe. But it's just I'm outside from my pool, chilling, and I'm about to start. So today's story time is basically going to be about the time that I was in emergency lockdown in my senior year of high school. So before this whole video starts, make sure you like, comment down below what you want me to do next, and don't forget to subscribe to see any more story time, playlist videos, and anything else that I do on this channel. So it all started, obviously, like I said, senior year. I was in my math class. So I believe it was a Monday. So basically, normally on a Monday, I would have lunch, math, environmental science, then gym, 3:30, school's over, go home, whatever. So this day, I'm in math class and we're doing a do now. If you don't know what a do now is, it's basically like a pop question, either about what the last lesson was about, or what the new lesson is gonna be about, just to see like if you knew anything or whatever. So we were doing the do know, and nobody was really answering or paying attention. It was just a strange day. Like everything about it was strange. So then it goes over the intercom. It says, "This is an emergency lockdown. Please lock all classroom doors." I don't know the whole thing, but I'm not gonna say the whole thing. So normally we would heard this is a lockdown, but that day we heard this is an emergency lockdown. So I'm like, what is going on? And then I'm thinking it's a practice or whatever, but it wasn't a practice because they would have sent out an email, right, stating that it would have been a practice. And my homeroom teacher reads every email just to let us know what's up with the school. So I was like, okay, maybe they're just doing this and they didn't tell us. Then basically what you do during a lockdown at my school is get the classroom dark, and then you go to the corner of the classroom where whoever's like attacking the school or doing whatever to the school won't see you in the corner. So you're either in the corner or you're in the special. I'm gonna call it a special room, or you're in the special room. So basically, my classroom didn't have the special room, so we had to go in a corner away from the door so that nobody could see us. I'm like, okay. So I go ahead and get to the corner, whatever. And then we're thinking it's a shooting, somebody's coming to the step. Like, we're thinking all of this type of stuff. So we first immediately thought it was a shooting. And we're like terrified, we're scared, people's panicking, people's having anxiety attacks, people's like calling up parents. Even though you're not even supposed to use your phone in my high school. Like, in general, any Bermuda school, you're not allowed to use your cell phone. But like, once you get to high school, particularly my school, because I don't know if every other high school does this, but we're allowed to use certain devices. Like if you have an iPad, you can use that, a laptop, like a tablet, that type of stuff. So some people are using that to try to find out what's going on, looking at the news, all of that stuff. And I'm like, okay. So I'm messaging my daddy, and I'm like, you know what's going on? My school's in an emergency lockdown. Cause my dad is friends with some police officers, and he was like, nah, I don't know. And so things were like going crazy wild. And I'm like, I don't know what to think. Like, some people were like calling their parents and telling them, can you call your office so you come pick me up? Cause like, yeah, like some people were leaving. Cause like, in order to leave, you had to be walking with the security guards who came to pick you up. If your parent was coming to pick you up that day, that exact day. So, one of the boys in my classroom, I'm just gonna call him Ace, basically stated like the best friend messaged me and she killed herself, and we're like, what are you talking about? He even, and some people immediately knew he was talking about. Some people like, who are you talking about? What's going on? Excuse me, my bad. So we're like, and he's like pacing back and forth. He's like, I need to get out this room so I could go talk to Miss da 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 da. Like, and he's like going crazy. And then he eventually calms down. I don't know how, but then it starts to die down a little bit, like where we're just sitting there. And so we hear a knock on the door, and it's like, and I'm like, what? It wasn't like glass knocking, but it was obviously like a really hard knock, and it was like, and I'm like, what is going on? Who is at the door? And so nobody was gonna open the door because we're thinking like, obviously somebody's gonna come in here shit up, like, you know, because obviously they're on a lockdown slash emergency lockdown. You're not allowed to open the door at all. And so, yes, there's been over the intercom saying it's an emergency lockdown. And here's how it went. It was like, this is an emergency lockdown. Da, 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 da. This is an emergency lockdown. Da, 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 da. Emergency lock. And it just kept going off for like maybe 2 to 5 minutes. It just kept repeating itself. Then it died down and it went quiet. And then it's like, this is an emergency lock. This is an emergency, like. And I'm like, somebody's pressing the button immediately, like so many times. And I'm like, something's going on inside the school for this thing to be going off like that. And so we're like, what has happened? Like, what's going on? And I'm starting to get like a little scared because I'm like, if this is a shooting and they come in here and shoot me, like, this is like it. Like, and I like immediately, I don't think, like, immediately I think that, but I don't message my dad or anybody like saying like, I think it's a shooting in the school, like, goodbye, this is my life. Like, I did not do that at all. So then eventually the person at the door was like, this is math teacher number 3. And so we opened the door because it was him. And then he's like, he was basically talking to me, math teacher number 2, saying he needed to go downstairs and all that stuff and all that. By the way, like, my teacher never came back. So we were just in there with math teacher number 3 for the longest while. And then at some point, math teacher number 1 came and started like watching my class. But I don't know when that point was, but we're not gonna talk about when he ended up coming and stuff. But we were basically like, look, he was basically, when math teacher number 3 came in, he was like, hey, this isn't a real like emergency lockdown or whatever, like, you ain't gotta be huddled in the corner. Da, da, da. So like, people were looking out the window, they were like, the police is here, da 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 da, trying to figure out what's going on, like. And then I think they were allowing us to go to the bathroom, and that was it. But I think I think that's what they were doing or something. Cause I know somebody got called to the office, and then they came back and was like, the police is just down there questioning people for something. I think, I could be wrong. I can't really remember this in detail like that, only because I know this happened like, I had to go change the angle of the camera, and I also had to go get my charger because my charger ended up dying. I mean, my camera ended up dying. So, I don't know where I last was. Let me bring you guys up just a little bit because I feel like it's a little bit too far. Like, it's because I don't even have my ring light on or anything. It's just I'm using the natural lighting today outside. So, but as I was saying that we were basically like just cooped up in the room, doing no work, nothing. People were like looking outside to see police officers. More police officers were coming, like what was going on, all that stuff. Cause like we basically knew that this girl killed herself, right? Cause it was going on through Snapchat and everything like that. The news at the time online was basically just saying that there was a student that killed herself. Didn't state what school, what age, none of that. I think they stated where she did it, like lane. I just randomly made that up. That's probably not even what her street or lane was or whatever. But it was just pretty sad. So then, we got released at 3:30, which we were with math teacher number 1 at the time. And so we got released at 3:30, and I literally like normally like this. I know this was a Monday and all, but I was walking home fast, and I normally walk home fast when there's no school. It's raining, so like if you hear thing in the background, literally it's like what time is it? It's 4:43, and I should I should have like a nice little. I'm getting as much lighting as possible because I just thought why not sit outside. But I might have to go inside. But I'm gonna try to tell this story quicker, just so I could keep it out here. And then the next few story times, cause I'm gonna be recording some story times today, will probably be either inside or somewhere chill. But or I might just save them for tomorrow or another day. But I just think that this whole thing was sad, and I was getting home, walking past, or whatever. As I was saying, sorry, I got lost track because I was telling you what they was doing. I might have to like go inside now. It's starting to rain a little harder. But I normally walk home when there's no school the next day, a holiday, something like that. Or it's half day, like that's when I walk in fast. And I got home, called my daddy, called my people, told them what was up and everything like that. Then the next few weeks, or maybe that week, or I don't know, my school started we did a prayer in the morning, a prayer circle in the morning with the whole school. And then they had assemblies about it, guidance counselors were like checking on everybody, teachers were making sure students were seriously really okay, all of this stuff. And that's just sad. And then the day we had her funeral, which I don't even know what day that was. We had half day. But I remember one day, it was before her funeral was even. I was in my free period class, because for my free period class, I help out this teacher. So I was like, okay. So I went and helped out this teacher. I always help out this teacher for free period, or whatever. So this day, this teacher was baking. I can't remember what the class was baking, but I got there early, and she was like, "Can you help me set all this stuff?" So I was like, "Yeah, no big deal, no problem." Cause she's got that was a pretty big class. So then, into the class, the whole baking and stuff, and then the phone rings, right? And my teacher didn't get up to get it. I did, cause I'm like hello, help or whatever. So I was like, "Good morning, Miss Sanson's class. How may I help you?" And so then math teacher number 2 goes, we're just gonna call her Jasmine for the story. He was like, "Is Jasmine there? Can you send it down to my homeroom, please?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." So I was like, "Jasmine, your homeroom teacher wants you." And she goes, "Okay, I'm coming." So she has to like wipe off. I think she was making something with dough and it was on her hands and stuff. I think they're making pizza that day. I don't know. So then she comes back, And then we're gonna call this boy Drew. I have to hurry up because the light is starting to get on. So Drew was like, so what happened? And she was like, we went and put flowers on her desk that she sits at in her room. And then we also went to her locker and put flowers at her locker as well. And then after that, and then he goes, oh, that's so sweet. And then that was really it. And then the teacher was like, oh, that's so nice. And then she looked a little sad or whatever. Like, she didn't really know the girl, but like, I just felt it for her because like the girl was in her homeroom class with her. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty sad. But that's really the end of the story because I'm gonna keep it a little short. It's starting to rain. It's starting to, the light is starting to get on and everything like that. So I will be making more story times like I said because I don't really have much story times on here except for one, which I'll link that down below. So make sure you like, comment down below what you want me to do next. Don't forget to subscribe to see any more story time playlist videos and anything else that I do on this channel.